Hello and welcome back to Survival Challenge. We are now in the month of June and our beautiful canola and soybean crops are still they're still growing, but that's totally fine. Just a bit of an audio issue. If you are hearing a bit of a humming in the background, that's because it's bloody hot and I have a fan on. So just to let you know. Right, so this is our little cabin that we built the last time. Oh, I suppose we could put the bed away. Oh, look at that beautiful photo. And that one. And that one. Well, yeah. Right, let's make our way to the fields. The reason being, we don't have much to do in June, believe it or not. We have no money, so unless we're cutting trees, we're not going to be doing much with that. Right, I would like to steer away from the tree cutting as a money-making source. Yes, we can get about £7,000 to £10,000 per load, so we won't stop. Right, we have our sales point and our trailer ready to go, and I would like to put a road in here that would connect this way, meaning a few of these trees can go, but I'd like to kind of have it curved and then give myself an official spot that I'll decide to stop going inwards until eventually we just have to. We have to for progression's sake. For now though, absolutely fine to turn this area into a field. Right, so we've got two options, one of which I think I will probably go with, again because we have no money. I'd love to cut this. Right, if we were to cut this grass and then bale it, no, turn it to hay and then bale it, we could have hay for some animals. Actually, we don't even have to turn it to hay if we get sheep, so that's an option. However, I think I'd rather plough this area up and once the soybeans are done, re-drill it as grass and grow that. On this side here, I'd like to do a grain crop, wheat or barley, to feed to chickens. So chickens and cows are kind of the two animals I would like to see on the farm, or on the challenge. Chickens I would like to be the primary. No specific reason, just eggs can be quite profitable. I know we are on the hard difficulty, so everything's a bit more difficult, but that's fine, it's a challenge for a reason. Right, the first thing we need to do is, oh yes, our beautiful but not very beautiful shed, but very, very practical. We need to attach to our plough. Hop in the handy, a very handy 1630. It's been a very amazing little machine for us. I'll just get hooked up to the plough since that's our first job. Right. Been used to playing with manual attach. I suppose I could add it on to this playthrough. Any comments on whether or not I should add on manual attach to this playthrough, please let me know. Right, well, blimey, this is a small plough. Let's have a look at the sales. Right, absolutely nothing for us. Amazing. Could use that in our Fruling series. Right, now I know the field is still growing and I'm not trying to plough into the field, so we will go near the field boundaries, at least get it prepared, because I can go all the way up here. Look at these tree stumps come as far as here, mate. That's madness. Have the trees come this far out? We've really changed the landscape of this map, so without a doubt. Right, now let's line ourselves up as nicely as we can. Nothing about the fields have to be perfect shapes. If anything, I kind of prefer that they are not. I may have mentioned that in the past, I don't know. But if we can get nice and lined up about there and essentially pull this field all the way here, let's go on the map. Much easier to see it. Right, so as you can see, we are a bit lined up to go this way. Essentially, if I can take this bit all the way up there and then all the way across and then all the way down, I reckon that's a much better setup for us. If that is the case, I may need to look into Here, just want to make certain before I start yammering on. Lower it down. Perfect. Right, so before we carry on with our drilling of this field, since again we're just preparing it for the future of adding to what we have, I will need a bigger drill. It's just not going to cut it, to be completely honest. I'm going to keep that map, although it won't do very much for us right yet. I reckon this is the best course of action. I'll be honest, I feel like I haven't maximized the space that we have. Not unintentionally by any means, just haven't. Right, let's just go... Here is perfect. Can always adjust our lines later on. Right, now I'll try and take this straight across. Blimey, this plough is very small, but I don't really have any other options until I get myself a bigger tractor, which I suppose I could look at upgrading in the future, but this was used as it was, so to try and sell it would be folly, truly. Right, are we lined up nice? Yeah, that's pretty nice. See, it's going to be a bit wonky, but that's fine. That is absolutely fine. Well, let's have a look. Small tractors, yeah, it's not worth selling at all. Honestly, to get myself a nice bigger tractor that could support bigger implements, it wouldn't be that hard to find. Price point, there are some higher horsepower vehicles, or tractors rather, that would be just absolutely fine for us. I feel bad, look at all the deer in the field. They are virtual deer, so I don't feel that bad. Now if I'm to swing... Let's go a bit further. Let's go right up to this tree, because I reckon that tree is going to be taken down anyways. Right, we definitely have a big task ahead. You know what? Yeah, I'm glad we've started this now, because honestly, it's going to take ages. So, so we'll be able to get this done at a reasonable amount of time, hopefully. Right, now I'm going to drag this casually up and over towards the sort of end line of that field. Right about here. Yeah, I'm going to cut right over top of this stump. Pop. Right, yeah, we'll have to get the stump grinder out soon as well. And we'll go as... Oh, right, don't drive into the crop. Perfect. Right, so this, yeah, we can even probably bring that in a bit more later on, but for now, let's give ourselves a nice outline. We'll head back towards that side of the field, and then we'll carry on. Now, I do have my eyes on a very handy piece of equipment. It is a new seed drill, a bigger seed drill, a John Deere seed drill, that I believe I would still have to cultivate first, which is fine. We're quite a ways away from a direct drill. Could you imagine? Oh, that would be fantastic. But no, we must cultivate before, most likely. But the seed drill itself is more than 3 meters, which is happy days for us. Right, so the extension on this field is double, if not more. You can barely make it out on the mini-map there. You can sort of see. Right. Well, now it's just a matter of filling in the gap, I suppose. Colouring in the lines. Whoop. Careful. Because really, there's no way. Right. And that is 1.3. Yeah. Yeah. Unless we have a bigger tractor, we are pretty well stuck with this. It works, it's effective, it does the business, but it's very slow. So I suppose we'll probably do a little bit. We'll probably go around one more time before we fire up a time lapse, because these kind of jobs, it takes ages. So I probably won't do a complete a full time lapse of everything. I reckon I'll probably do what I've usually been doing, which is basically time lapse and jump cuts all within one. By the way, any feedback on how that is working for you viewing it, I'd love to hear your feedback. Do you prefer jump cuts? Do you prefer time lapses? Yeah, any sort of feedback on that front would be greatly appreciated. Because I feel like we have accomplished a fair amount for being on an actual like hard difficulty as well, because money is much more difficult to come by, and frankly I reckon we're doing the best we can with the situation we have. Yeah, I don't know, we'll have to just wait and see. You know, it is a slow process doing these kind of challenges, but if you're enjoying it, that's fantastic. I know I'm sure enjoying making it. Oof, that's a stump there. Yeah, we'll do some stump clearing very soon. That might even be the next thing we do after we finish ploughing, to be honest. Why not? Makes sense. Yeah, I don't think the field will extend any farther up the hill, just because it is a hill and it is a bit, it's a bit steep. But yeah, this bit here is fine, as long as we don't miss bits, then we're fine. And what a gorgeous June we have. And it is nice to do this sort of work right on the... oh, I can't really see the lake from here, unfortunately. Ah yes, another thing I may be doing is relocating my lovely greenhouse. I do like having it right on the edge there, but I'd like to extend this field right up to the end if I could. My reasoning, I believe, for putting the greenhouse there was because it was closer to the water. But now that we have a bit of... Where am I going? Going backwards now. Actually, is that the more natural way to plough? Now this feels more natural to go this way. But yeah, the greenhouse will be having some potentially some adjustments. I'm not entirely certain. It's not a big building, so it's not like it disrupts the view of the lake or whatever, but I'll either take it away, put it elsewhere, or just put more greenhouses. I haven't fully decided yet. Right, well, as you can see, we are making sort of a mark. Well, literally we're marking our territory, but we are slowly chipping away at this field. We will have to lime it, we will have to fertilize. Let's just have a look. Yeah, see, look, these are almost the same size. It'll be very nice when it's complete, because we will make this as one field. Might as well. Yeah, they're not that big. Right, just want to check. Right, yeah, grass. We will put grass in at some point. Right, fertilize. Oh yes, we are getting a nice extra stage of fertilization. Now, for some reason, I guess we're fine. Let's carry on. Right. So yes, we will have to sort that out once we've finished. I am very tempted to potentially add in precision farming, which would add obviously a bit more precise, nitrogen and pH and all that. I think I might have lime disabled because it doesn't show needing it, which is strange, because I've purchased lime in the past, unless it was just fertilizer. It has been a minute since I've recorded a fresh episode of Survival Challenge, to be honest. So the early days seem like many moons ago. Right, well, we'll get it all sorted. However we've been doing it, we will carry on with it. Potentially in the future, as we have more maybe money setting in and that. Well, we'll do one quick run in first person, because I've accidentally selected first person. And yeah, then we'll carry on in a time lapse and go from there. But right, as I was saying, we might add precision farming in the future. I don't know. We are, what is this, 15 episodes now in that. I don't know if it would be something worth adding in now, or because it's only been 15 episodes, do I add it in? We shall see. I think I may wait until I'm at a point when I have a new series, which I'm not announcing a new series by any means. I'm just saying in the future, in the next series I do decide to create, precision farming will be an integral part of that. Absolutely. Right, well, we'll stick this on a time lapse then, and we should have it done very soon. See you when it's all done. Right, well, we are finally approaching the end of this ploughing session. It might only be a handful of a minute, perhaps, for yourself. I've been ploughing for about 30-35 minutes, give or take. As you can see, there are a plethora of stumps, as well as a plethora of missed bits. Whether it's because of the stumps or not does not matter, they have to be cleaned. So what I'll do, now that we've finished the actual ploughing itself, I'll go around, I will tidy up all the missed bits, and then we'll hop in the New Holland and we'll get the stumps cleared out. See you in a second. Alright, well, as you can see now, we have all the, well, I believe all the missed bits cleared out, and now the stumps remain, so we will pop the, we'll put the plough back, well, I suppose with the tractor as well. One thing I'd like to do to ensure that we don't accidentally, yeah, there we go, turn off create fields, we don't want to accidentally plough up our new shed. That would be very problematic indeed. Right, so I'll put that there. We might as well park up. Oh right, you know what we need to do? Is check the price for hay. For hemp, sorry. I've still got this trailer full of hemp that needs to be sold. And, right, don't know what to do with it. Let's have a quick look at, I believe hemp's at the very bottom. There it is. Right, show, oh my, it's, oh that's hemp straw, hemp. July. Ooh, 1 month to go. It's June now, yeah? It is, so the best month is July. So I'll probably wait till July. Right, we cannot forget about that. In the meantime, hop into the New Holland. Right, make our way to the field, we have a lot of stumps to clear out. So I'll probably end up just keeping this on the whole time and just make our way through the field here. Oh, so many stumps. Try and do it in first person as well. It might be. Oh wow, I cannot back up at all when it's on. Right, this is going to take a moment, so I will proceed through, hopefully eradicating the stumps as I go, but I do believe this will take quite some more time to actually get completed than I thought. Yes, indeed. Right, well, we have to start somewhere, so might as well start with big ones, or in this corner at least. Make our way to the far side, and we'll see how many stumps we get done by the time we get there. Right, we'll stick it on a cheeky time lapse. See you very soon. Right, well, as you can see from this demonstration, sometimes they don't like to... Oh, look at that. They don't like to go away. Ah, but sometimes I've cut them small enough that the, the stump grinder doesn't actually work, because they're not it's not technically a stump, it's a bit of wood. Anyways, as you can see, we have made some clearance here, but I will more than likely jump cut actually the remainder of the stumps, just because there are so many, and there will be more in the future. This is just what's around in this field, so because I pretty much have to activate and disable the cutter every time I move. Otherwise I drive way too slow. I can't even reverse. You can see it's slowly reversing. It just takes a lot of power out of the machine, I suppose. And then sometimes the stumps are very stubborn indeed. Much like this one here. Sometimes it just takes a minute, but sometimes it actually needs to be cut. So I will try that. Ah, right. Right, so as I've said, I will put this on a cheeky jump cut. Hopefully you've enjoyed the stump cutting that you've seen so far. As I've said, there are many stumps. There's along the trees there are very many where my eventual dirt path is going to go, so we will have to get rid of the stumps in the future. So do not fret if you like stump grinding, there will be more in the future. Right, as I've said, carry on with a cheeky jump cut and we'll see you in a second. Alright, well, here we finally are in a stumpless field. Right, we've definitely taken our time to get this done. I'll be honest though, a lot of faffing about with moving about and getting all the stumps, but look at that, we have a very nice size field here and next to this one. I was actually thinking of potentially, so you see how the grass separates the two currently? What I might do is, once this field is harvestable, I'll actually put a track in from that yard through between the two fields, going out to that next area, because I have been thinking, and I'd like to get some opinion on this as well. Should I, now this isn't right now by any means, but for the next field area, should I go this way, or should I go this way, or this way, or that way? So there's pros and cons for both. If I go down, it's beautiful with the lake, and it's a bit closer to the shop, but this is not on my list. This one's a bit awkward. It's not. I'd like to find something adjacent, like right next to, not kitty corner to, whatever you call it. This one would also be quite nice, because we do have loads of trees we can chop, but not a lot of space other than trees around. Kind of in the same, it's the same as this. This side, we have a nice big open area. We do have a chunk of trees that I would have no problem get rid of. These ones maybe not so much, because if you look, they're on the... oh, maybe. But yeah, those ones there I could get rid of and just have more open area. It is quite flat in that area as well, but you were losing, you know, a bit of the space, about a fifth of the space or so, sixth of the space, to water, same as this one. But again, challenge, and it would be kind of nice to complete to go all the way around the northern part of the lake. The other option is this one, going upwards. So basically our fields would carry on this way, and then we could have a road up here and going up there. So many options. It is quite flat as well. I believe it goes as high as the trees there, so we'd be into the trees and then some, so that's quite far away. I would almost prefer this one, as it seems a bit more appropriate, but we shall see. We shall see. Right, now moving on to, well, we'll just tuck this away actually, back into the shed. It looks very empty with everything in our big shed now. Right, we'll just stick this away. July is the hemp sales, so we'll do that, because I don't think we can feed hemp to any of the animals, which is fine. The straw we could have, but no matter. I would like to try and cut down some of these trees as well behind the shed, but yeah, we'll have a quick look at the field here before we carry on. Absolutely beautiful. So this field is growing and should be ready in July, if not August. Actually, if I remember correctly, the reason behind putting the... where are we? Between... yeah, putting the soybeans in is because they're harvestable hopefully in July, meaning I can sell them in July. We've taken a big risk, because if they're not ready in July, August the price drops massively, which will be very, very problematic. I've tried to time it nicely. Canola should be a bit later on. We'll probably be harvesting in August, September, or October. It doesn't matter. It's just November we sell. I'm very worried about the soybeans. If they're not ready in the next month, they have to be though. Look at that dark colour there. Yeah, they will be. They will be. And if that's the case, what to do with this field? Do we complete it? Do we keep it separate? Maybe a separate field would be a good idea. Keep this all grass. We could even go farther over and yeah. Well, we shall figure everything out in due time. The last thing I'd like to do in this episode is just to look at the seed drill, because unfortunately this one is only 3 meters and it has been very good to us, but we do need to find something a bit bigger. So what I will do is have a quick look in the shop. Nothing in the sales. If we look at seed drills, I don't think we have anything that will benefit us a bit more. We do have a 4 meter, which is 1 meter bigger. The horsepower requirements don't allow us that, unfortunately. So we will have to have a check in the mod hub. Alright, so after having had a look, I did find actually 2 John Deere implements that will greatly help us with progression. The first, yes, is a seed drill. It's the 8350, which I do remember using quite a bit in FS 19, as it is a very inexpensive and handy tool. I remember it being 6 meters, but 5.2 meters is fine. It's quicker, bigger, and horsepower is fine. 60 horsepower might be pushing it for our little tractor. Oh wow! It does have direct drill. That is mental. Oh, perfect. So that will help with our grass and our wheat or barley, whichever one we opt for in the future. Now this one, it's more expensive, but I should check. So we do have a 60 horsepower limit, but I reckon we'll be able to deal with that. The other tool that I installed is another John Deere, and it's a mower actually. So I was on the fence about buying one right away, but the Batwing is just too good for what it is. It's a bit higher horsepower than we have, so again, might be time to look at upgrading, or at least adding to our vehicle arsenal. We shall see as we progress. Right, price-wise, this is obviously the option, probably even that one, but again, higher horsepower, less width than the Batwing, and it's not the perfect mower for this setup, but we are survival challenging in the middle of nowhere in I believe Finland. Korpi is a Finnish map. Either way, fantastic. Right, well that is where we're going to leave it for now. We will sort out the seed drill in the next episode because we have to get this field drilled with either grass or wheat, probably grass. If we do all this grass and then get some silage going, we will have more money to then put towards other crops, other fields, potentially that big area over there, but we shall see. Right, we'll head to our little home our little home on the lake, and we'll sign off today. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, take care and bye for now.